Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
All bangers for my members, all bangers for my members, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. All bangers for my members. Let's get it, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's finish the story, y'all. You're now on chapter 5. Old habits never change. For real, man. Like, I've been trying to like do better, y'all. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like being in a place like the prison before prison, like I saw it was different. I saw a different environment. I saw that, yeah, bro, like you gotta survive. You gotta know how to move, but at the same time, you can't be out here doing nothing stupid, bro. Like I have been made a promise to myself and my family that I wasn't gonna continue on the crazy stuff that I was doing in the jail to prison. Y'all already know I told y'all that, man. But like sometimes in prison, sometimes you just put in a predicament, man, where it's no other choice but to get violent. There's no other choice but to lash out. And that's what I did, man, that last incident, man. Yeah, I got into it with the barber. He came back and apologized. We squashed it and everything was straight. But at the same time, though, I learned a valuable lesson, though, like, man, like, yo, you might have took that too far, bro. And I probably did, man. I shouldn't have put my hands on dude all over a haircut, man. But at the same time, I'm still young and a maniac. I'm still a young maniac. I'm still not thinking about consequences. I'm thinking about just proving a point if I can get respect. And that's all like prison is in a lot of senses, man. Like a lot of dudes just do stuff for respect, even if it's stuff that they will never do on the street or stuff you will never think you'll see them do. Like we do it for respect, man. It's crazy, but you have to have respect in there. And if I didn't know nothing else in prison, that's what I definitely knew, that you have to have respect. So I try to just do better. You know what I mean? Like that's the whole play. I finally seen my Cody. Everybody hollered at me the next day and told them everything was straight. Beef squad. You know what I mean? Everything was over with, man. So I ain't really had nothing to report. You know what I mean? I told him me and bro got into it and that was that. You know what I mean? So everything was over with, man. So like after that, man, I just kind of like, you know, I did less trying to like talk to more people. I just got more quieter in there, man. Like if you want my bunkie, the dude that slept, you know what I mean, in the bed under me, like I really didn't really talk to you. He was in my block, you know what I mean? So I just kind of like just try to stray away from everybody, man. I've been through a couple of situations. Dudes steal my pictures. Dudes hating. This dude over here messing with, like, it's just been a lot I've just been going through for the short amount of time I have been on this receiving camp. So I try to just play it back, y'all. Ain't no need for me to keep trying to be like the crazy one of somebody that, you know, of stuff that could probably get you in trouble. So like, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm chilling. I'm chilling at this time, y'all. Minding my business. We are going to chow. We are going to chow. And as we're in the line, like they'll have it like, you know, the whole compound's job in there. They rotating us as people coming. That's how prison chow halls go. So you will see the other buildings when you go to the chow hall. That was the difference about Deep Meadows. It was like, you couldn't really hide. Now you can hide because the police is in there, but like, even though we are in separate buildings, they got the green building, the tan building, the brown building, then they got the blue building, the red building. Like they had all those different buildings. Sometimes you would still bump into these guys. Commissary, walking the medical, in the child hall, you would still see these people. Like, so it was like hard to duck people. So like, I'm learning how different, like for real, I didn't really know how to handle beef, like seeing somebody from afar, because in the jail, you know, in the jail, you see somebody, you can never put your hands on them if you're not in the block with this dude. So like I'm trying to deal with all this. I'm trying to figure out like, damn, this is a different, like this is crazy. This is a new beef. Like you get to beefing with somebody, like you can see them. So like my head is on the swivel every time we go to the chow hall. So this particular time right here, we are in the line. So it's Deep Meadows, to be honest with y'all, they fed good food. I'm talking breakfast, lunch, dinner. Like you might have a BS tray for dinner every blue moon, but the times that I was there, it was like they was cooking, like they loved us, man. Like good helpings, like it was a lot of food. So everybody goes to eat. So I can remember being in the line, man, you know what I mean? And this was lunch. And I'm in the line, and I'm standing in the line, and like as we're in this part of the line over the left, the right side of the chow hall is the exit. So you can see, that's when you see dudes, you're like, yo, like you're not supposed to cross and like come dap dudes up and none of that. But that's when you see people. So as I'm standing in the line and I'm chilling, man, you know what I mean? The dude, my bunkie, the dude that's slipping under me, man, he right there, me and him kind of talking, but I'm just in the line, just watching. So I look up And I see a white dude, and I see this white dude that I recognize, man. I'm like, no, it can't be him. You know what I mean? Because it's like his hair. He already had like a stupid screech hairdo, man. You know what I mean? Like he had one of them stupid, like the big hair, like he put mousse in his hair and all of that. Like he had something like that, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like it looked like they trimmed it up. I guess when he got there, they told me he had to trim it down or whatever the case. But I see it because I never forget the way his hair looked. He black hair, white dude. So I look, I'm like, man, nah, that ain't him, man. But I'm like, it looked like him though. He's in the blue building. You know what I mean? The blue building is way on the other side. Like we all, it's one cut yard, but it's the green, tan, and brown. I think that was on my side. Then that side had the blue, red, and something else. I forgot. Don't give me the lie. I can't remember all the colors. But I spot dude. But I still said in my head though, like, nah, this can't be him. Like, nah, this can't be him. Like, nah, that ain't him. Now the dude I'm talking about, man, his name was Anderson. And the reason why I would never forget his name, because I told y'all we was in the jail, man. Like, they put our names, like you couldn't get your people's got to bring your boxers and whites. Like they don't give you that in jail. Like you gonna free ball with your jumpsuit until your people's drop off to the jail, your clothes. So when your people's drop off your clothes, they got to put your first initial and your last name on your shirt and your boxers and your socks. So this dude I'm talking about, his name was C Anderson. So I never really knew his first name. You know what I mean? Dudes just called him Anderson in the block. But for real, man, he was a dude in the beginning. Like I never got a chance to see this dude ever again. But he was a dude that wrote me out the block. He wrote me out the block and two other dudes out the block. But I knew it was him. It was a real sneaky move. Like we was just asleep one morning. We wake up, the CO come in the joint, tell us to pack up. Now he didn't have a room either. We was all on the floor in the pod. And he was the only one out of the three people. It was three people, four counting him, that was out in the day room that had to sleep out there. We didn't have a room yet because these were the block with the cells. So out of everybody that slept on the floor out there, he was the only one that didn't get packed up. So I didn't really think about that until I bumped into somebody else, and the dude told me like, yo, you know the dude Anderson wrote y'all out the block. You know what I mean? He said y'all be up too late talking and da. He came with some old BS. So like I seen him again in the jail. And when I saw him in the jail, you know what I mean? It was like I saw him and I looked at him and we made eye contact with each other, but he looking friendly in the face. I'm looking like this in the face. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna catch you, boy. You just don't know when I catch you. I did one of them jumps old school. Yeah, when I catch you, I'm like, hey, you know what I mean? That's how I'm looking at him. He looking all simple because he went to cops, so nothing happened. Last time I seen this guy, still put him in my mental note, like, man, when I see you, man, it's on. So now that I'm in receiving and I'm trying to change my life and I'm thinking, this is the guy that I noticed, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, is this him or is it not? It looks just like him, but I'm like, for real though, like, you chilling, bro. Even if it is him, man, like, let sleeping dogs lie. That happened in the jail, man. Get your life together, bro. So, boom. That's what I'm trying to do. We ain't got my tray. But the whole time I'm eating. The bunkie that sleep on the bed under me, he like, hey, you all right? I'm like, why you say that? He was like, man, because when the blue building was exiting, you was looking at this dude crazy. He was like, some white dude. He was like, what's up, everything good? I was like, I was trying to eat, man. I was like, yeah, everything good. He was like, what's up? I'm like, man, nah. I was like, yo, that's that white dude I think wrote me out the block in the jail. He was like, wrote you out the block? I said, yeah, bro. I just came from a place where dudes can secretly write you out the block. We call it secret indictment game. You know what I mean? I was like, they can do this. Like for real, like that junk is, it inconveniences you, bro. Like it's a feeling that it's something that you will never forget, man. That somebody can be a coward like that and get rid of you like that, man. Like, so it's bothering me. But I was like, but I don't know if that's him or not. So he was like, if it is him, what you gonna do? I'm like, I looked at him like, I mean, like if it is him, I don't know, bro. I was like, but at the same time, I don't know if that's him or not, man. But he was like, nah, bro, you about to mess up. See, he was like, look, when you mess up. He was like, when you mess up, bro, level up, man. I'm telling you, you mess up, nigga. That's what I was like, man, look, I get that. I was like, if it is him, I was like, at least he way on the other side. You know what I mean? At least he way on the other side. So let it go. We went back to the building, trying to get something else on my mind. I went outside and worked out with bro. You know what I mean? Trying to get rid of that thoughts. I'm not trying to think about beef from the jail. That's not what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to do something else. So they had a basketball game later on that afternoon. Now, the basketball court was located in the middle of my part of the yard. You know what I mean? Like where I'm at, where the green building was at, the basketball court is, I can walk out the front door of our building and the basketball court is right there. Like we had the court, like we can come on our fence. Like we had the rec yard in the backyard of the building, but the side parts of our building, like the right and the left side of the building, still had a fence. And if you walk to those sides, you have a front row seat to the basketball court. Now, the basketball court was legendary because they had basketball games going on around this time. And the way they had it painted up, it looked like Rucker Park on the court. Like, it was nice. They had referees that, dudes that was locked up. But they would have games with the buildings, and each side of the building had a team. So when a game would happen, we would be able to come on our rec yard and watch anybody that's playing. That's the abilities we had. Anybody that was on that side, basically. The brown building could do it slightly, and the tan building could do it just like us because they was across from us. But if you was on that other side of the yard, you couldn't really see nobody balling. You come to ball. So they got a game, and it's the blue team versus the red team. Now, the blue team had these two nice dudes from Richmond. I'll never forget these little short. They were two little guards, and they was monsters. You know what I mean? They was out there balling, but I'm watching them. So we watching them. I'm like, man, bro got some handles. So I'm watching. But when they got a game, people from their joiner come, and they'll be right there with them slightly. Like, it was wild how they had it set up. So as they all right there, I look again. I'm looking through the gate this time. I'm looking, and I spot the white dude Anderson again. I'm like, but the dude he's standing by is looking familiar. He's standing by a dude that's looking familiar. So the dude he's standing by is another dude that I think I know from the jail. But I don't know yet. I'm like, so after it was time for them to leave. The game was over with. You know what I mean? They ain't coming back. They leaving. So I'm still on the fence. I made sure I stayed on the fence. You know what I mean? They might have closed our back door. People went in. I'm still right there on that fence. So the blue building coming back. About to go back to their joint. I'm standing on the fence. I see the white dude walk by. When he walk by, I get a good look at his face. It was Anderson. I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, I was trying to see if he remembered me because I'm just looking at him like, and I see the black dude like, T. White. I was like, and I look, he one of the black dudes. I didn't even really know his name. You know what I mean? I used to kick it with the other dude that used to be on the floor. We all was sleeping on the floor. It was three of us, three black dudes, one white dude. Now, two of the black dudes I used to talk to, the other black dude, he was cool, but I never really knew his name or nothing because we was in the block probably about 4 or 5 days. You know what I mean? We had just gotten the jump. So I never knew his name. So he seen me, he was like, T. White. T. White. I was like, what's up, yo? He like, you don't remember me? The dude, the CEO, like, keep walking. He like, you don't remember me? I'm like, who was you? He was like, you don't remember all us got rolled out the block? We was in the block with him. You don't remember Anderson? And I look, and I'm like, I remember him, but I try to play it off. I'm like, nah, bro, that was a minute ago, bro. Like, for real? Like, somebody wrote us out the block. He was like, yeah. He was like, man, look, I need to holler at you, man. I need to holler at you for real. So the white dude, he kept walking. I played it off like I ain't know him. But when the white dude kept walking, he stopped. He was like, hey, look, the white dude, Anderson, man, he be putting a bad bone on you, man. I was like, putting a bad bone on me about what? He was like, man, he said you was the one that rolled everybody out the block just so you can move. I'm like, just for I can move? I'm like, man, he ain't tell you that, man. He was like, Anderson. So Anderson way up there a little bit. He like, what? He like, didn't you say that? When we spotted T. White, didn't I? Anderson was like, yeah, he done it, man. And he gave the thumbs up. I'm in the gate like, I know this dude just ain't trying to throw. Like this was a smart white dude. Like, I'm not saying white dudes are not smart, but I'm like, this was a smart strategic move. Like I told y'all. And for real, the dude Anderson, he was older than us. He was already in his 20s. Like he was older than us in the jail. But he looked like somebody that was a scumbag for a long time. Like he done been to jail, been to prison. So like you survive how you survive. I really didn't know survivor skills in prison yet. I'm learning those skills. Like y'all already know how I started surviving by trying to get to the bag. But like surviving in there. So he reverted the whole attention of, he wrote us out the damn block. I know for a fact he wrote us out the block. And he reverted that to, I wrote us out the block just to move. I said, man, this white dude super crafty, y'all. So boom. Now, extra pissed. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm like, what? So the black dude like, yo, bro, I'm gonna wait for y'all. We gonna try to eat together. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, let me see. I'm like, yeah, try to do that. Yeah, trying to do that. And I was like, man, you believe that white dude, man, you a damn fool, bro. He was like, man, like, Anderson, wow, man. He was like, man, like, for real though, bro. What he, like, I was saying, like, why would bro do that? Like, why would he write his own self? I said, bro, exactly. I said, but look, though, believe that if you want to, bro. I said, what's up, though? Everything good? He was like, Man, that was the jail, man. That happened in the jail, man. He don't even know right then and there. Like, I checked his temperature just to see the vibe of this man. Like, you approaching me on this, but how you feel about this? That's what I'm saying to myself. So he like, man, that happened in the jail, man. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's what's something happened in the jail. Yeah, but like for real, one of y'all might be late because I don't play disrespect. And disrespect is trying to throw a bone on me like that I'm some old police ass nigga. If I'm writing people out the block, bro, that's police shit. So I'm like, nah, this can't be happening. I'm like, man, I go back to the door. I go back to the building, sit on my bed, man. I'm trying to think this shit out. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think it out because I already know how this shit can get. But like, there's no need for me to mess up. Like, there's no need for me to mess up, man. For what? Like I say, they already told me I'm going to Census 2. You know what I mean? Like, that's part of the worst. I'm getting sent to a big boy joint. He told me, but at the same time, though, like, I don't want to get it worse. He told me the level system. Like, I'm like, man, a level 5, like, what if I mess up? Like, I'm like, for real, like, I had this dude. I was like, I had this dude, man. Real talk, man. I had this dude, man. This dude just lied on me, man. So I'm like, man, this joke crazy, man. So next day rolled around. I couldn't catch them. We went to breakfast. There was no way to catch them. They ate early. I couldn't catch them. Next day rolled around, though, after that. I missed the whole child. I couldn't catch them. Promise you, I couldn't catch them. The next day was commissary day. So as I look up and they doing commissary, they'll have different buildings going at like different times of the day. But the whole compound won't go because you walk to the window. It's a fast process. So I look, and as I was going to commissary, the blue building was kind of like finishing commissary. So when I looked, I seen the dude Anderson and the black dude coming around the bend. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I see the net bags in the joint. So if you late or if you had something to do, they would still let you come out your building and go to commissary. So I see the net bag. I see the two dudes coming and I spot the dumbass hairdo. So I know it's the dude Anderson. So I'm like, oh shit. Right then and there, I kind of questioned God. I didn't mean to, but I'm like for real, as bad as I want this guy, I'm like, God, how would you connect this? Like, for real though, man. But I'm like, I gotta play it cool though, because I don't want to do nothing to this dude. You know what I mean? So they come around. So they go to that window. I'm at this window in the line. I see him. Dude see me. He was like, I'm trying not to even act like these dudes see me. Like, for real, as mad as I was, after that first day went by, I'm like, it is what it is, man. But when they came, it was in that line. We were right there. They was in that line. I'm in this line. So I see him. Dude see me. He like, oh, hey, this son, hey, Anderson. Anderson walked up. He was like, come on, T. White, man. You the one that orchestrated that. Everybody said that when you left out the block. I'm like, what? But he laughing about it. I'm like, what you mean everybody orchestrated that, bro? What the hell is you talking about, bro? He was like, come on, man. Like, like, everybody was doing that back then, man. Like, you get out the block, you write yourself out. Sometimes it's innocent bystanders. Like, you think it's a joke with his stupid ass voice. I'm like, so I'm just listening to him. I'm like, so the black dude still laughing about it. The white dude Anderson laughing about it. And I'm like, yo, right then and there, I say, yo, bro, listen, bro, I never wrote nobody out the block in my life, bro. I ain't do nothing to get wrote out the block the whole time I was in Virginia Beach jail. Nigga, what the hell is wrong with you, bro? He was like, man, that was the word. I said, nah, you know what the word is? I looked at the black dude. I said, nah, you know what the word was, bro? He was like, what? I said, the word was this motherfucker wrote us out the block. I said, bro, just think about it. How the fuck was he the only one that slept on the floor that day that didn't get wrote out the block? Just think about that. Black dude was like, I mean, yeah, like, why you ain't come with us? If they was moving all us that was on the floor, white dude was like, cause I've been in there longer. Man. So he keep like, this shit just started pissing me off, man. I started feeling like, man, old habits don't change. Like, for a lot of reasons, man, because in jail or in prison, man, I'm letting you know now, man, sometimes you just put in a predicament, man, where it's just like, come on, like if you don't do nothing, it's gonna look bad. If you do something, it's gonna be bad. Like, either way, you can't win for losing in this situation, y'all. So boom. I'm trying to wait. This white dude talking crazy. But Anderson is talking crazy. Like, I don't know what's going on with him. He's talking crazy right now, man. So I'm standing there trying to hold my composure. And he's just talking and getting closer to me. Not on no violent stuff, but it's like they joking like this is nothing. They joking about this is nothing, but at this particular time with me being young, my integrity is all I have. My name is all I have. And I'm not going to let nobody mess that up, especially a dude named Anderson. So I'm like, man, it's over with, man. I'm like, yeah. So I told my head, I'm like, man, I ain't going to commissary. I'm like, forget this, man. So I pin around, look. They got the little control booth joint over there. I look, a couple of COs on Boulevard. Like, they basically trusted inmates on that camp. Like, my word, like, it wasn't heavily like situated with cops, you know what I mean? Everywhere on you, like, that jump was a little different. So I'm looking around like, I'm like, man, you wild, man. I was like, man, y'all wild, man. I was like, man, y'all crazy, man. I was like, man, well, you know, like you say, that happened in the jail, man. Anderson was like, yeah, man, like, you know, it's jail stuff, man. Like, I just told him that that's what the word was in the block, that you did it. I'm like, this dude keeps saying that, man. I was like, I did it, right? I was like, yeah. When I caught back the swing, like, I never seen a person react the way Anderson reacted, man, because my jump was so sneaky right there. I'm like, man, go ahead, man. And when I did like this, and the blow was coming, I'm like, man, I swung that jump, man. I promise you, man. His name was Anderson for a reason. Because this dude was moving like he was in the Matrix, y'all. So boom. Everything that man said. Man, the punch went like this. Man, I felt his mustache. I felt it with this on the side of my hand. That shit was like, that jump weaved him. He was like, he weaved that jump. He was like, come on, man. Come on, stop. Come on, what's up? What's up, man? He did some old wild, make a scene shit. So the commissary ladies in the window, they looking. They immediately hop on the joint. So I'm like, what's up? What's up then, motherfucker? What's up then? He was like, I was like, stop running. Stop running then. So he like, come on. He bouncing all around. Finally, the police come. This man bounced all the way around till the police came. Promise you, man, police run. They grab, what's going on? They grab me and they grab him. Commissary lady said, he swung on the white dude. She told it. White dude like, yeah, he swung on me. I'm like, this motherfucker, man. He was like, no, you fighting, both of you go to the hole. I'm like, both of us go to the hole. I'm like, man, all right, man. So they take us both to the hole. I'm like, man, I'm saying in my head, I didn't even touch this dude. I missed him. You know what I mean? So they walking us to the jump. We get in the hole, man. I promise you, man. The lieutenant, it was a lady, man. Like, I'll never forget this lady, man. This lady was, she had a mean one, man. I'm talking, nice joint, man. She come in the jump, black lady. She like, what you doing trying to fight on my compound? I'm like, man, listen. Like, I wanted to tell her old habits never change. But I ain't said, I'm like, man, listen. Dude was talking crazy. I was like, man, I don't know nothing but this takeoff. Like, he was talking crazy. I swung. I was so mad I didn't hit this dude. I was so angry I didn't hit this dude, man. I promise you, man. She was like, all right, that's what you want to do? That's what you want to do? I'm like, man, listen, when I'm going to the hole. She was like, yeah, you going to the hole. The hole, yeah, come on. She said, take them in there. They took us in the joint. You know what I mean? I'm like, Lord, I get back there, man. I'm feeling so stupid because I'm in the hole and receiving. Like, I couldn't believe this. But y'all gotta understand, like this isn't jail. Like, this isn't like I don't really think a lot of people goes to the hole in this receiving. It couldn't have been. Like, to be honest with you, I can't even remember how the hole looked. And y'all already know how my memory is, man. But I was back there so fast. So the whole time back there, I'm thinking they gonna go pack my property, do all of that. This happened like in the middle of the day. I'm thinking they gonna do that. We in that jump, like 8 o'clock hit. Dude come to the door, he was like, hey, the sergeant's just letting y'all sit in here to blow some steam off so you might get out in a couple days, but they ain't gonna pack y'all property up. He was like, because you're going back to your building as soon as it's over. I was like, I'm going back to my building? He was like, yeah, just cool off. Just cool off. You still feel like you want to attack that white guy? Because we saw it on the camera, man. He looked like he was provoking you, but you still feel like you want to attack him? I said, man, I don't have no problem with that guy. I started thinking smart. Like, because I'm like, man, like, they let you out the whole ASAP thing. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I thought they was gonna drag me. Like, you gotta stay back here till you get transferred. I don't know what they was gonna do. But all I know is I'm like, man, yeah, man. I was like, I ain't got no problem with him. And for real, I didn't. Even though I was so angry that I missed that punch, y'all, man. Like I'm wilding on receiving, to be honest with y'all, man. I'm wilding on receiving. Like, I'm wilding, man. I seen a couple scuffles over basketball. Other than that, man, dudes wasn't really wilding on that joint. So they hole wasn't prepared for like a lot of people. So I guess their hole is like a cool down joint. You know what I mean? Which is weird because, but this is prison before prison though. You know what I mean? So I sit back there, stay the night. Next morning come the same lieutenant lady. She come back there. You okay? You okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. She was like, well, all right. She was like, I know you don't like it back here. So if you ready to go back, we'll take you back to your block this afternoon. I'm like, man, 1 day game? She like, yeah. I mean, I ain't say that to her, but I'm saying that in my head. 1 day game? She like, you going back to your block? I was like, she was like, but look, I got a question to ask you. I was like, what? She said, don't embarrass me. I said, what? She said, if you see that guy again, what are you going to do? Because I'll put him back in his same building as well. I'm like, I ain't going to do nothing to him, man. She looked at me. She was like, all right. She was like, I believe you. I believe you. Go ahead and pack your stuff up. Go ahead and get your stuff together. I was like, I ain't got nothing to pack up. I just had my shirt on. I mean, I just took my jumper off. I was in that joint, 2 boxers and a t-shirt. I was like, I gotta just get ready. She was like, all right, come on. They popped my door. Word. I felt fresh air again. I'm like, man, That whole man, I never want to try to experience that. I ain't trying to go to home. I'm walking down the boulevard, man, going back to the building, man. And the air hit me, man. Dudes on the yard from my building as I'm walking back. Dude was like, T-White, you come? I was like, yeah, bro, I'm about to come back. He was like, man, you crazy, man. What you got going on, man? I get back in the joint, I'm walking in the building. My bunkie, he's still right there. I pull up. He like, bro, what you doing swinging on people missing? I'm like, yo, man, dude was like the Matrix. I was like, man, I swung on this dude, man. I was like, man, I was like, man, I blindsided this dude, man. I said, this dude weaved my punch. I said, the white dude weaved my punch. I said, he weaved the jump, man. So everybody laughing about it. I'm feeling good because I'm out of the hole. You know what I mean? I'm out of the hole in one day. Like, this was crazy, but I didn't really connect the punch. And it really was just a situation. But at the same time, they got to neutralize situations when you do something in prison. And I deserved that one day, if that's what it was, man. But at the end of the day, that I learned from this situation is that, come on, like, man, you got to let stuff go. And yeah, it was wild that he tried to throw me under the bus. And that's what made me take off. But at the same time, though, like, receiving wasn't a place to really be super violent. It wasn't. Because you don't know what they're going to do with you. They're not prepared for super violent stuff. This was in a super violent place at the moment. You know what I mean? I don't know how it is now, but back then it wasn't. So I just told myself, man, like, bro, just do your time. If a dude don't put their hands on you, bro, like, you know what I mean? But I saw right then and there, this was God giving me situations, like, to see how I handle situations. And I failed that situation because I still couldn't, like, handle, like, not, like, being violent if it's a situation, man. So I apologize to God. I apologize for questioning him about me bumping into this white dude, all of the above, man. And I just got myself back together, man. And I just told myself, man, like, if I'm gonna live in this place, man, if I'm gonna keep being on this compound until they ship me to my other joint, man, I gotta stay out the way, y'all.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.